Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Middleton, and today I'm going to share with you 5 tips that I have learned while running my own business. Alright, so tip number 1, you have to stay organized. Now, with any business, the most important thing to do is consistently write down your information. So I have a business called Sparkle My Yard. This is what I do right here. We do celebration yard signs, and the first year of my business I did not write down any of the contact information. Now granted, I did know who they were and I stayed in contact with them, but I didn't write down I didn't keep their contact information for future references. So now a year later, if I wanted to reach out to do their birthday sign for this year, I only have their address and I don't have their name. So that's what we're doing today. So what I've done differently this year is I've started a log. My log has my customer's name on it, my customer's address, my customer's email, and their phone number. So next year when I go and get ready to look at all the signs that I did for January, I can easily just send a message out to the customer that used me in January and says, hey, thank you so much for using me. Sparkle My Yard for Amy's 2nd birthday. I would love to do Amy's 3rd birthday for January 31st. You know, just something like that. Keep in touch. I also last year I didn't send out Christmas cards or Christmas emails. I actually wrote all 54 of them, and then I don't even remember, and then I remember moving from my apartment to the house we were in, and I found all 54 of them. Oh, I do remember. I was getting ready to have my 3rd daughter, and I completely forgot to send them out, and then after Christmas, I found them the first time, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't send these out now. So yeah, so definitely keeping an email list, a phone number, contact information for your clients is the best decision you need to make, because that not only gives you the opportunity to reuse them for next year, but also you want to send out gratitude emails, gratitude letters, Christmas cards, anything that you can. You can even send out thank you cards, you know, with a discount code, or hey, send a referral or a friend. So I think that's really important, and that's something that I have worked on this year, and something that it was a mistake that I didn't do last year. All right, so tip number 2. My second tip. Now, me and my husband actually had a business called Midnight Movie, and we stopped doing it simply from the fact that Sparkle My Yard completely blew up, and which is a good thing, and we just did not have time and the energy to put towards our second business. So we had a movie blow up screen type thing. I'll put a picture right here of what it was, and let me tell y'all, we failed at our first attempt doing it with a customer, because as a business we did not have enough time and energy into that business. So yes, we set it up a few times, but we did not perfect our craft before we took money from a customer. And that's a really hard thing for a business owner to say, hey, I failed at that. And that's where I'm being realistic with y'all, letting you know that business owners aren't always perfect, but you want to be perfect before you even gain clients. So what I'm saying is perfect your craft before you are ready for customers. Now, you're not going to be 100% perfect, but if you can set up, you know, even with signs, I set up multiple signs before I even gained a customer, and my first time setting up a sign for a customer obviously was not beautiful, but I knew what I was doing, and I knew that once I got more equipment and once I gained a little bit more customers or more clientele, that my signs would grow and evolve. With this business, Midnight Movie, we had no idea what we were doing, so we had to learn from scratch. We had to learn how to hook up the Wi-Fi, learn how to do the projector, learn how to blow up the seats and the 20-foot tall screen. There was a lot to do with Midnight Movie, and we failed at it because we did not put more time and effort into it. So not saying that with our equipment, but we had our first gig, our first booking, and we hired our first booking with a corporate event, and we hired an employee who was new, and it was his first time going out and setting it up for an event, which we should have done better as owners, and we should have had him set it up multiple more times before this big event. And so it made us look bad, and honestly I think it embarrassed our employee, and it just, the whole thing was not good. So my tip number 2 is definitely perfect your craft. If you are having employees, make sure they are confident in what they are doing, because when you're not there, there's a lot of things that can go wrong or different, or even just the simple fact that we are humans and things can go sideways just like that. All right, tip number 3, I would say would be the simple fact as I didn't separate my business money from my personal money. So I did not pay out myself. With a business, you have a lot of expenses. I had to buy new signs. I had stakes. With the business, there's a lot of expenses. You know, I have to buy signs. I have to buy stakes. I have to buy logo signs. I have to buy new lights for my light up numbers. Tape's a really big expense, you know, and what I wasn't doing was paying myself. So I would get all my money into one bank account, pay all my bills, and then not have, you know, a line or a boundary of where my money was going to be. So definitely you need 2 separate bank accounts when you own a business, or even 3. There's a lot of expenses that come with a business, so I definitely would recommend separating business and pleasure, most definitely with your income, because you don't want to run into it where you're not really knowing how much money you make, and you are an employee in your business and you should be able to pay for yourself. I know at the very beginning of owning a business and running a business, you don't have that scenario of, okay, I can split, because everything you're getting, you're literally getting and trying to survive while you're working your business, and that's totally understandable. But Sparkle My Yard does make a little over $2,000 a month, so now I'm able to pay myself and have enough money to save and enough money for my business expenses. All right, tip number 4 is something super simple that anybody really could be a mistake. Mine is not working 24/7. I have to be able to cut off my phone and say, you know what, at this time I cannot work, because I'm with my family. I am what you would call a workaholic. I am constantly working. I'm trying to think of new ideas. I'm trying to get my business out there. I'm trying to get my YouTube channel out there. I am working 24/7, and sometimes it's not a great thing. I'm also a stay-at-home mom, so I do take care of my 3 daughters while I'm at home, so it's a lot. I think having a boundary of saying, hey, from 9 to 5 I am working, and from 5 to midnight I am with my family. So it's a little different with Spark My Yard because we do set up at night. I do work throughout the day, and I'm on social media, you know, trying to promote Sparkle My Yard. I'm also on social media for my own personal channel, the Middleton family, so I do Instagram for myself. I try to think of new ways to expand our business, to make us better, to make us the person that everybody wants to come to. And so trends are going just like that, and you have to catch on to a trend as soon as it happens for you to ride the wave. And what I'm saying is, it's just like a wave, okay? As the wave comes in, you know, it splashes or whatever, and you want to be able to be on top so that you can ride it all the way into the shore. If you miss the wave, you're just gonna kind of float. And we don't want to float. We want to be the first ones into shore, and we want to show you that we are someone that you can that you want at your celebration, you want at your wedding, you want at your corporate event. And just like YouTube, I also do multiple channels, or I do multiple videos with my family, and I just started doing some business channels because I seen that y'all really like them and you're interested, and so why not? I have the knowledge. I want to be able to encourage other stay-at-home moms, other young women, other women of all ages, to get off your butt and work. This is what we're doing. This is the generation to change your life. This is the moments that you can say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. But you also have to find some time for yourself, because I will work all day if I can. Like, my kids are most important, and as a stay-at-home mom, I do not have a time where I clock out from them, but I do find time for myself in this crazy life that I'm living right now. So definitely having boundaries of when you're gonna work and when you're not gonna work are very important, especially when you have a family. Tip number 5 is very important, and I think a lot of people will be nervous when it comes to this. So tip number 5 is to know in a business, you will not cater to everyone. You will not be able to cater to every price point that everyone wants you to. As with Sparkle My Yard, I started out with signs for $75, and then I moved up to $85, and now I am at 2 different prices. One price for a mini sparkle is $95, and I'll put it right here. My second price is $125 for a complete sparkle, and I'll put it right here. And with these 2 different price points, I am trying to cater to 2 different categories of incomes, of people who maybe just don't need a big extravagant 20-foot sign. They just need a 5-foot sign, or they just want a smaller sign because they have a smaller yard. I'm trying to give people options. Yes, with my signs you can upgrade. Like, you can upgrade the number, you can book multiple days, you can add a spotlight, you can add light up numbers, you can add an extra name. There's a lot of things for you to be able to upgrade, but I am trying to cater to everyone. And my biggest mistake was when I started doing signs, I didn't want to have a sign that was so much. I didn't want to price my sign. Remembering that you are a person and you have bills as well, and that if your craft, your business is good and you put a lot of time and effort, and you think that what you are pricing is reasonable, your customers will come. And I think that was the hardest thing for me to do, was jump $30, literally just $30 for my signs. So I went from a $95 for my biggest sign to $125, and I was so scared that people were not going to buy from me. I remember thinking, this is going to be the end of Sparkle My Yard. No one's going to pay $125 and up for a birthday sign. And let me tell you, it has been the best decision to just evolve. You are getting a different graphic of people. You are going to different neighborhoods. I mean, I am okay and I can go into any neighborhood, can set up any signs, but it's just a different feeling when you are going through a gated community with homes that are over millions of dollars, and they wanted you to set up a sign for their special event, and you're thinking to yourself, these people can afford anyone. And they were able to afford, they wanted to afford me. They chose me to do their sign. I am doing something right. That is what's telling me in my head that I'm going to be where I want to be. I want to be that millionaire's neighbor. I may not be able to do it with just signs, but I may be able to do it with sharing my knowledge over through YouTube. But it's telling me that the time and effort that I'm putting into my business is all worth it. So thank y'all so much for listening to my video today. I did want to say that whatever you put your mind to, make sure you're putting your heart and soul into it, and you're educating yourself, because education does not stop when you leave school. It continues for the rest of your life. YouTube, being a business owner, being your own business owner, there is a lot to learn. So thank you so much. If you haven't already, go check out my other video right here. This one is where I teach y'all a little bit of insight of how I started my own business with a little less than $500. Now I'm making over $2 grand a month as a stay-at-home mom. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and check out the other videos that I have with my girls and my family. Thank you so much for listening to my video, and I hope you'll have a great day. Let me know in the comments any more information you would like me to discuss on what I have learned, or just being a stay-at-home mom and how I run my business every day. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.
Well, we're got a comment and this.
You gotta say, hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
I visited my dad's in the butt, and you need to. Okay. First, we need to do this, and then that, and then you need to do this. So like that could, but I don't know me, but you like my clothes better, but you go. And were you really my dad or my mom, or don't, okay? Don't ask my dad or my mom. So cool, my mom and my dad love me, but I'm not a girl, and I'm mama girl, but I did that girl, but I don't. And
I learned how to run a business.
And my mom. Wait, serious, I need to talk. Okay, guys, I'm getting busy. I'm working, but my mom not working. You do this, and then let me show you. Okay? Guys. Guys, I'm gonna test you. Okay. So guys, okay, you do that. My mom do loving. But you're bloggy, right? You're bloggy. Okay, you're bloggy, but love me, but I shouldn't. Well, you know, faster. My husband. But I'm making a dinner with my. Well.
Frankie, you got 2 minutes. So thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Bye.